Hey everybody, it's John back again. I don't do a whole lot of Marvel Legends anymore, just because usually everybody else beats me to them, so there's not a whole lot of point in it. But I just happened to find this set the other day. I didn't think I'd ever see it out in the wild, but I ran across it at FYE, and I couldn't resist. It's pretty epic. The Wolverine vs. the Hulk, with the first appearance Wolverine costume, the Marvel 80 Years logo. You got a very gigantic comic book Hulk. This side you get some Wolverine artwork. The other side's got some Hulk artwork on it. And then on the back shows that comic book. Now that's not the first appearance of Wolverine, but that was the main battle between him and Hulk, and it is a really good issue. If you haven't read it, that's sure it's available online. Also has the Wendigo, and it's the Hulk issue 181. Boy, I don't remember what year that came out. But you see, we get a little blurb about Wolverine. It says, a superpowered agent of the Canadian government, the Wolverine is a skilled fighter with razor-sharp claws and fierce temper. And the Hulk is powered by gamma radiation. The incredible rage-fueled Hulk smashes his way through any challenge and clobbers the enemy. And this battle's been retold a few times in some of the modern comics and made it a little bit more raw, and it was pretty impressive seeing the Hulk rip him into two in the later issues. Of course, it was a bit overpriced being at FYE. It was $89.99. Thankfully, I had a few gift certificates to use. But I had to pick this up because this is the only time I've ever seen it. So give me a few minutes here, I'll get out of the package, we'll take a closer look. Here they are out of the package, and holy cow, the Hulk is huge. This is a huge Hulk. He's so cool. I'm glad I could finally get this guy. He's amazing. Let's take a look at the original look for our Wolverine here. See, he's got his whiskers on his face, his grinning teeth, his little cat ears. I don't know if you can pick it up here, but there's so much detail on his skin. Looks like it's just covered in hair and veins. They did a crazy amount of detail on his arms. He's got his little black slashes on his yellow outfit with his red belt and his little blue underwear and his blue boots. And he's got his claws out. He's pretty cool. They did a good job. He's sculpted really well. The only problem is, due to the way he sat in the package, this knee is really bent. And you can heat it to get it to go back into position. But he does still stand pretty well. This gigantic thing. Holy cow. Very cool face sculpt. He's got his grinning teeth, his green eyes, got his eyebrows. There's a little bit of green in his hair. The shirt that is all torn up comes off. It's a separate piece. There is a lot of lighter green shading on the body, which really brings out a little bit of detail and adds a very nice effect to the body. He doesn't just look he's made out of plastic. He's got his traditional ripped purple shorts, or pants, because they were pants when he was Bruce. They look fantastic. It's nice to see. And you got these amazing, cute little hulky toes going on there. And just not a lot going on at the bottom of his feet, but some peg holes. And he's got a lot of veins and everything else sculpted into the Hulk. This is our classic comic book Hulk. I'm glad to have finally been able to get one of these in the Marvel Legends, the modern Marvel Legends, and the gigantic size is crazy. Let's bring in just to see. Like, here's the Mark Ruffalo Hulk. A little bit of room in here. Now, he's the same height, but he definitely doesn't have the thickness. You can stand him in front of the Hulk. You can still see their Hulk behind him. If you stand him behind the Hulk, you know, no more Mark Ruffalo. So even though this is a pretty cool movie, Hulk, this one is fantastic. Let's go quickly just over little articulation points in here. He's got your Marvel Legends stuff, rotating head. It's got a nice hinge so he can look down, look up, so he can do some diving attacks. He's got some butterfly joints in his chest, which might... Okay, mine don't move. That one does a little. The other one does not. Come on. Well, that's something else that needs to be heated up. Yeah, there's no movement in there. There we go, can get it go back. Well, that's a little bit of a pain. The other one, not so much either. If I put a lot of force into it, I can get it to go. So those are really tight. And then these little shoulder pieces are attached to his arm, so you can get him out of the way. When you pose them, and they still can move without him bumping in, so he gets a full range of motion, which is kind of weird seeing it just like this though, but hey, keeps your range of motion in there. Got a bicep, got double elbows. They look a little weird when they're not bent, like they're very gappy. So I'm gonna probably leave his arms bent. This is just it just look like, I don't know, is it just me? Does that look like a human face? A couple eyes, nose, little saggy mouth. His elbow looks a bit like a mess. There's some rotation and hinge at his hands, and he does have his claws. He's got the ab crunch. Pretty good range of motion. He has a belt. He has got a waist swivel. Don't go out too far. Doesn't have really any hips. That's the only thing that really throws me off with like the action figure designs. They don't really have any hips. At least he's got a rear end. I think that's what the Master Universe classic figures always weirded me out, that most of them don't have a rear end. His leg can go forward, can go back a little bit, swivel. You got the thigh. He's got double jointed knees. Don't get a lot of motion. He does have a boot cut rotation there, which is cool, and rockers and hinged feet. So you get a lot of posability out of Wolverine. Stay there. And then this big giant monster. He's got not quite as much. His head's on a ball joint. He does get some good head down, not a whole lot of head up. He can peek that way. He does get some tilt, which is awesome. Hulk is curious if he should smash. And he's got big burly arms that... Whoa, and he's got... I didn't even notice that. He's got butterfly joints too, so you can get the diving attack from the Hulk. That's cool. Wow. Bicep swivel. He's got a single jointed elbow. He's got a swivel at the wrist and a hinge on his hands, which is fantastic. Swivel at the elbow. He's got that abdominal piece that rotates there, which is nice. He's got some swivel at his waist, which, you know, that looks weird. His hips. Ugh. It's so weird that there's just no way to get around that. I think he's got a better split than Wolverine. He can't get his leg up, leg back. He's got a swivel at the thigh. He also has double jointed knees. Does he have a swivel here? Nope. And he's got hinged and rocker feet. This Hulk is fantastic. Like, he's really good. I like the Wolverine. We've gotten a lot of Wolverines lately, though. But he can just grab him by the head. Yeah, Hulk is gonna crush the Wolverine. And then the Hulk is, man, I was surprised. He's really great. And then there's his ripped up shirt, in case you want to remember that he was Bruce Banner at one point in time. Put that on there for that classic Hulk look. You can do your own little battles with these guys. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm curious, anybody... looks like his eyes swivel's coming out. Has anybody else found these in the wild? And if so, where at? I've seen my Walmart had a lot of the multi-packs a couple weeks ago, then they clearanced them out, and then nobody bought them, and then they just disappeared. So I don't know if they sent them to another store. But they're already gone. I only got to pick up 2 of the double packs. I'd like to get more, but there's just so much stuff, and everything's getting too expensive now. It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Anybody pick these guys up? And what's your favorite Hulk, if you have? Different one. I'm sure the Diamond Select Hulk is pretty cool, but man, this... I'm really, really happy with this Hulk. He's pretty much what I've been hoping for. And I'm really glad that I found this set randomly sitting at FYE. It's the only one they had, the only one that they got. So, I got lucky. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed this at all, hit that subscribe button. And thank you to the new subscribers that I've picked up. It's kind of cool just to see that I continually pick up a few new people here and there. I really hope this new lockdown on children's content doesn't take the comment section away, because I do like talking to you guys, especially those that are always having conversations with me. It's much appreciated. I'd be sad to see that go. And I'll see you guys later. All right, bye. Hi, I just want to say thank you one more time for checking out this video. And if you're interested in seeing any more, you can click either one of the links that will be over here. And if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there will be a button down below. Do that as well. And again, thank you.